Well, it actually happened. It actually happened. Jussie Smollett was ordered to be released from jail. This is pretty hilarious. It's a very strong privilege moment, as I would say. This is not the level of justice any person with normal income could ever expect. This is actually insane. The people that were commenting on this earlier today said that it was almost extraordinarily unlikely that Jussie Smollett would be released pending his appeal. And sure enough, just moments ago, it was granted. Jussie is a free man for now. Now, there are a lot of details about this that I hope you'll stick by. The way, I've been covering this very, very extensively on the channel. There's a red subscribe button down below the video. I'll have a new video tomorrow morning with all of the updates and the implications of this. So please do click that subscribe button. I know it's a pain, but I greatly, greatly appreciate it. We see a lot of early comments on this. Dinesh D'Souza saying, the most important outcome in the Jussie Smollett case is that truth is finally out. Yeah, that was 10 days ago or 6 days ago. But you have now court orders Jussie Smollett released from jail during appeal. God, this is effing disgusting. This scumbag should have been dropped in Gen Pop. Yep, white privilege just got canceled by Jussie Smollett. I mean, I don't even understand. He was convicted of 5 felonies, served 5 days. After less than a week behind bars on a 150-day sentence for faking this incident, he will be walking out of Cook County Jail today. Now, a lot of people are getting confused about this. They think that he's just free to go now. That's not the case. He is only granted a stay here while he works on his appeal. Should his appeal fail, and I suspect it will, he has to go right back to jail. To me, I just don't even understand it. I don't understand how, I would have rather done my time, to be honest with you. Court orders Jussie Smollett release from jail during appeal. Jussie Smollett was ordered released from jail Wednesday by an appeals court that agreed with his lawyer that he should be released pending the appeal of his conviction. The ruling came after Cook County judge sentenced Smollett last week to immediately begin serving his 150 days in jail for his conviction on 5 felony counts of disorderly conduct for lying to police. The appeals court said Smollett could be released after posting a personal recognizance bond of $150,000. That's like rich privilege, right? Nobody's got that kind of money. Jussie Smollett does, though. Smollett's attorneys had argued that he would have completed the sentence by the time the appeal process was completed and that he could be in danger. So essentially, here's what they were arguing. He was only facing 75 days total with good behavior. And they were saying, his appeals won't be exhausted for several months, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. And they're saying, look, it would suck. What if we win our appeal and he had already served the time? I actually get that. However, legally, that is not a reason to allow someone out of jail. The court's decision marks the latest chapter in a strange story that began back in January 2019 when Smollett, who is black and loves men, reported to the Chicago PD that, of course, nothing happened. A jury convicted Smollett in December on 5 felony counts. The charge filed when a person lies to the police. He was acquitted on the 6th count. Judge James Lynn sentenced Smollett last week to 150 days in jail, but with good behavior, he can be released in as little as 75 days. I imagine he'll be on his best behavior in there. He, of course, maintained his innocence during trial. During sentencing, he shouted at the judge that he was innocent, warning the judge that he was not having thoughts of self-harm, and that if something happened to him in custody, it was somebody else and not him who would have taken his life. This whole thing is like literally hilarious to me. I don't know about you. I think I would have just done my time. Now he gets out, and when he fails his appeal, as he should, he has to go right back in. So he's already gone through intake. He's already kind of gotten his little bar of soap and his stuff, and he's dealing with this. Now he's going to come back out and then go right back in when he fails his appeal. Just another example of what privilege looks like. I don't think it has anything to do with his skin color. I think it has everything to do with his financial status. That's only Jussie Smollett and a small group of people could possibly afford to do all of this, to have all of this money. Biden was commenting on the judge who just released Jussie Smollett. Does anyone know the name of the judge? Look, the other interesting thing here, it's not interesting. The other thing that we can't forget here is just how corrupt Chicago politics are. It goes all the way back to, remember that one guy who was like Blagojevich or whatever? Wasn't he from Chicago? People forget that Kim Foxx and others basically gave Jussie Smollett special treatment in the first place, which is why he even faced additional charges, because he used his power and influence and corrupt politicians to get him off of prosecution in the first place. It was only after massive public outcry that he ever faced any additional. The injustice system is broken beyond repair. This is maddening. It's insane. When you see Jussie gets out after 5 days of a 150-day sentence, it makes law-abiding people question why we should obey laws, pay taxes, and for some not to uprise. Fortunately, you won't see riots and lawlessness. Why? Because the gay Tupac is not a Republican. It's like, I hope Jussie Smollett's release highlights the biggest metric of privilege by far is wealth. And I actually 100% agree with that. I really do. I mean, he should have, for once in his life, actually owned up to what he did and did his time. Now, we'll have to wait till tomorrow to really see how everything else breaks out. As of 23 minutes ago, court orders Jussie Smollett released from jail during appeal. He is ordered, so the ruling came in appeals court in a 2-1 decision. Said Smollett could be released after posting a personal recognizance bond of $150,000, meaning he doesn't have to put any money down, but agrees to come to court as required. Well, he couldn't even show up on time for his sentencing. It's unclear late Wednesday how soon he will be released. His attorneys have argued that he would have completed the sentence by the time the appeals process was completed. By the way, that again is not grounds for this reversal. On that Smollett could be in danger of physical harm if he remained locked up. That wasn't going to happen because he was in protective custody. The Office of the Special Prosecutor called the claim factually incorrect in a response to the motion. The court's decision marks the latest chapter in a strange story that began in 2019 when Smollett, who is I don't care, reported to police. The investigation revealed he paid 2 men to do it. Appellate Court Justices Thomas Hoffman and Joy Cunningham signed the order, while Justice Maureen Connors dissented. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to need to look into these particular individuals. That's what what I'm curious about. Where are their political affiliations? Where are their, who donates to them? Because we've already seen once. We've already seen once how corrupt politicians in Chicago, let this guy off. And also, make no mistake about it, he's getting released because they were afraid, I think. They were afraid. These are just normal people, for the most part, inside these jails and all this stuff. And they were, I think, under immense public scrutiny, immense pressure from the mainstream media, getting phone calls from everybody calling in their favors, everybody calling in, blaming you. If something happens, it's going to be your fault. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? Jussie Smollett is the best thing that's ever happened, and he shouldn't. I mean, this dude needs to do his time. If it were me and I was staring down the barrel of 75 days, I'd rather just do my time and get on with my life. I think, and you let me know what you think, I think he's actually delusional that he actually thinks he's 100% innocent. I really think he believes that. I think he believes that he's going to he's going to win his appeal, which he won't and shouldn't, by the way. And if he does, I want major, major investigations done. But he believes, I think, that he's truly innocent. And his family must buy that he's truly innocent. This is a guy that went on these TV shows and bawled his eyes out and talked about how the most important thing he did was he fought back. No, he didn't. It was all scripted. It never happened. You know, and how long is his appeal going to take? Well, I saw people saying 3, 4, 5, 6 months. So, you know, I don't know. I would rather just do my time. I just think like, okay, so now he's out. And if he loses his appeal, he gets remanded right back to jail. He's probably hoping that his appeal can kind of overturn his jail sentence, or maybe he could try to plea to get off with time served or something of that nature. But it's sad. And again, make no mistake about it. This is about wealth, privilege, above all else. It is about how our justice system, regardless of the skin color of who's being prosecuted, is penetrable if you have money and you have friends in high places. We've known this forever, and Jussie Smollett absolutely, positively highlights that fact. If you're new to this channel, please do click that red subscribe button down below. I'll have a huge update first thing tomorrow on this. I greatly, greatly appreciate all your support, and we'll talk to you again real soon.